Hi guys, welcome to a quickie project life spread process video. So what I am doing here is I am actually finally putting together the title page for my 2020 Project Life album, which I just finished today with the content of. So I thought it's really time that I get this title page finished. I have had this title page, like the elements to the title page, stuffed into the pockets of the title page ever since January of 2020, and it is now February 27th of 2021. So they've been sitting in those pockets for over a year, and it's time to get some scrappy mojo going and make a page out of these elements. So as you can see, I started off by just kind of arranging things and seeing where things might work. My goal here is to make this page, obviously it's a yellow and white and black page, and the reason I went with that color scheme is because I think that top left hand card that says "Let the Adventure Begin" and the "Yay Yay Yay" and the stars, they all came in, and maybe and also the 2020 kind of white card with some place for journaling on it. All of those I think came in a Studio Calico kit and for last year, and I just thought that it made a really great New Year's spread or something like that. So I just put it aside for this title page purposes, and then all through the year, whenever I encountered an all black card or a yellow card, I just added it, or even certain embellishments. So I had those, what are they called? Bella Rouge flowers from Pink Paisley in black and white and yellow, and then I just pulled out this rubber piece in yellow and black, this star, and I had the January title from Studio Calico. It happened to be yellow as well. And then this is actually from Ellie's studio, this 2020 acrylic piece. It's very, very pretty, and I thought I'd put it on the bottom. It's nice and heavy with the size of it and the weight of it, and of course it's black. Here in my journaling, I'm just putting the goals that I would have had for 2020. Read more books, get in shape, be creative often. These are goals that I had in 2020 that kind of didn't end up mattering, as we all know. But who knew when this was all started, like in January of 2020, who would have known? So what I decided to do here, this is actually a grid. It's a very, very light grid, so you might not be able to see it in the video, but it's kind of like little squares all over it, like grid paper. It's going to make it easier to journal on. And so in this on this piece here is where I'm going to do most of my journaling that says, it turned out that 2020 wasn't that great in retrospect. So I'm putting a title on this card here. My title is going to say "Little Did We Know," and I'm using these Studio Calico letter stickers that are incredibly finicky, but they're very, very cute. Like I like how skinny the skinny letters are, like the T's and the I's, and I love how round the circular letters are, like the D's and the O's and the E's. So it's one of my favorite fonts, actually. I really love this font, but boy, are these hard to work with. So I thought I would zoom in a little bit so that you can see what the heck I'm doing here. And I didn't have anything in mind, so I'm just kind of winging it here, and I'm not sure exactly how this is going. And I'm a little bit concerned as I do it that I don't want to cut off my journaling and make myself have to journal in 2 clumps. So I decided to make sure that there was, like, the white space was connected to itself, you know? I didn't want to have 2 trapped pieces of white space for journaling on. So I put the word "no" right there, and that's fine. It's fine. I really want this album to be done. What I'm doing here is I'm taking my .005 pen, which is the thinnest pen that I have, and it's probably one of the thinnest pens that you can get. I think you can get a .00 one as well. But this is super thin, and I really like it for outlining the outside edges of letter stickers like this. It just helps the letter stickers look like they belong on the page a little bit more, and they give it a little bit more emphasis and contrast with the background. Especially yellow on white, right? Like, it is a very bright yellow and it does really show up, but I just wanted it to be a little bit more bold, especially with the fact that there's quite a bit of black on the bottom part of this layout. So I wanted to kind of balance that a little bit. Now I decided to put an ellipse here because I kind of felt like it deserved one. It needed an ellipse. Little did we know, ... I accidentally circled one of the dots with the wrong marker, and it's thicker than it should be, but that's okay. So I stuck the yellow star to that piece of acetate, waited for the yellow star to dry. It was dry now. So now I stuck the acetate onto the card, but I only put the glue where the yellow star is so that you won't see glue anywhere. Now I decided to grab some enamel dots to put beside this flower, and when I had the enamel dots out, I noticed this little star, and ta-da! It fits perfectly with that star pattern, which needed something black, right? Like, my goal was to have black and white and yellow on every single card, and that card didn't have any black on it yet, so perfect. There we go. The layout is done. So here is the layout, and here are some of the close-ups. I really love how this title page turned out. In fact, I don't think I have liked a title page as much as I like this one. I love all the texture between those wool dots from Amy Tangerine and those fluffy little flowery raggy little embellishments to the rubber pieces. There's just so much texture going on this page, and then the shininess of the enamel dots and the acrylic piece. Oh, I love it. Anyhow, thanks so much for watching, and thank you so much for following me on my journey of documenting 2020 exclusively through Project Life. I didn't do a single layout this year. Thanks so much for watching, and have a really great scrappy week.